Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? I'm just getting started. I just want to chat and then go to bed. I'm so tired, guys. So tired. What is up? Crucial Blue, Painty Paints. Welcome, Aslan Grant. Zen, what's going on, man? Yeah, I ate a pile of vegetables when I got home because I have not eaten great the past couple days. So I was like, I just want like a bell pepper. Felix, welcome. Big Papa, how you doing? I'm doing good. My voice is dead and I am still like my sinuses are still like giving me trouble. But otherwise I'm alive and I'm feeling good. Had a really good weekend and I'm looking forward. I want to tell you guys about my weekend. I want to hear about your guys' weekend too. But I have to talk tournament stuff. So I gotta tell you guys how the tournament's going. Or how it went, rather. Spoilers, it went well. So I'm gonna kind of do a misfit what's going on. I'm gonna kind of do like an after action report of the tournament, and we're gonna see here. We're gonna see how far I get with my dead voice. Waiting for your box. They never got mailed out. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Well, guys, tell me about your weekend. Let me know how are things going. In the meantime, while I'm talking, you can listen to the sultry sound of clippers going while I put together this Sakaran Venator Tank Hunter. Look at that compensation cannon. Like, fully erect, ready to take down some titans. So that's what we got. This guy is ready. Gosu, what's going on? What is going on? More armor. Oh yeah, there's more. It's ready to rip and tear. Yeah. It's a good compensator. It's not, yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, new AdMech looks so good. Alright, guys. We gotta talk tournament. So, I went to a tournament where I'm trying to get this sticker off here. I posted a whole bunch of, like a blurb, like a really big blurb. I posted army lists. Look at that tread sprue. I had my choice of like a dozen minis, guys. This is what I chose. I wanted something wacky and different, and this is not something I would probably ever buy for myself. So we're going full on here. So oh Gosu. Can I clip that? It's so satisfying. Just this one. I have a feeling I'm going to use all these. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Painting Wife. I say hi to the Painting Wife and everybody. She's really excited to paint my nails. So if you jump in the Patreon, we get that goal right there. We need $38. That's 38 people giving $1, signing up for $1, and we're gonna hit that goal. So, yeah, she's here. She's here. She's finally. This is how you guys can tell it's spring break for her. She's up at 9 o'clock in the evening. Your nation launched a first. Oh, no, not your roses. No, Big Papa. Oh, God. You guys, this is too good. Oh man, dude, I hope everything's okay, Big Papa. I hope it's all good. All right, guys. It seems like I'm the one that's excited. You know, there are lots of reasons to be excited. I'm excited to embarrass myself for you guys. All right, that's always fun. It's always fun to be goofy. You know, yesterday I went to lunch with some people and the lady wrote my name down on my order wrong, and it ended up being an inappropriate word that she wrote down. Then we had a good laugh about it. Every day's a good day when you paint.
It'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart.
Charmed Fantasy, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys doing this evening? Commodore Puddles, welcome in. Welcome. Hey, Annie Shadow Fox, welcome, guys. I'm the painting dad. I chill and paint, and sometimes my voice is clear enough to speak well. Sometimes I'm dead. You know, Anti-Can, welcome. But yeah, I'm just assembling minis. I'm just chatting with everybody. I want to a tournament yesterday. I want to talk about it. I want to tell you guys how it went. In my Discord, I posted like 50 pictures, or there were more than 50, maybe like 60 or so photos going over my 3 games I played for 30k for the Horus Heresy Age of Darkness game. I want to tell you guys about it. So you can follow along by looking at the pictures as we go through it. I'm not going like picture by picture, but I would like to tell you guys about the games. So I do also have a big preface there. I gotta give some shout outs. Only know 40k. I did not encounter Custodes. Custodes are a big like feels bad in Heresy. They're way overpowered. I would not have been upset if someone brought Custodes, but I think the group as a whole probably would not have looked too kindly on it. So no, there were no tryhard lists. People were super cool. We played against 3 incredible looking armies and like really cool like thematic armies. It was amazing. It was seriously amazing. So I'm gonna give a couple quick shout outs. First shout out goes to my doubles partner, because it was a doubles event. My doubles partner Jared. I don't know if Jared has ever been in the stream. I'm not sure he's much of a Twitch watcher, but you're welcome, Misfit. Misfit, you reminded me, and I made it a point to get as many photos as I could. So thank you for the reminder. They ate the pink ladies. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Big Papa. That hurts. I have seen the painting wife's reactions and attitudes toward her houseplants, and I can see where your rose is getting eaten. Kind of, yeah, that hurts. That's emotional damage. I get it. Oh my gosh. Okay, the 2 nerds will talk in the corner over there. Not so great in 40k. Not bad. Not enough to push the group to bad moods. Yeah. Heresy isn't a balanced game. That's the long and short of it. Charmed. It's made for like narrative play and fun, and it's not like it is not a balanced game. So some things are really overtuned and some things are really undertuned. Mortal armies tend to be not great. You have to really cheese mortal armies to put them on the level of like Space Marines.
Even in death, I still serve.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now, Blue. Thanks for the bits, dude. I feel a little bit like death. I probably sound a little bit like death. So, alright. I gotta give a shout out to Jared. If he ever ends up popping in stream, guys, you gotta give him props. He was my doubles partner. Oh, thanks. Alright. So he has a Solar Auxilia army that he made. He has an Astartes army and everything, but Plastic Solar came out last year. He was thinking of color schemes and he messaged me, and he said he decided he wanted to do Prospering Spire Guard, which have rules that interact with the Thousand Suns, being their auxiliary legion, or Legion Auxilia, I guess. And they do stand on the terrain. I know. Gorgeous battles, gorgeous battlefields. So for the past year or so, we kind of coordinated our color schemes for. This goes right on here like this. For our Solar Auxilia. So we have the same color scheme, which is cool. Now, I have a lot more time to paint than he does. So, I get a lot more painted, but he really, booked it painting this past month or so to get his army ready for this event. So props to him. And also, Jared is a solid gamer, like war gamer. Dude knows what he's doing. I felt pretty confident just with like knowing that he was my teammate, that we were going to do pretty well. So yeah, I was just excited. We had a perfect themed army that was a year in the making. We had two experienced players. I play a lot. I've played war games for the past 25 years or so. So we had a lot of experience. We both play Heresy. I think we're both kind of on the same wavelength of like, we don't want to bring a cheesy army list, but when we play to win. So I kind of we had a good understanding. We knew what was going on. So Jared's the dude. So if you ever read this, Jared, thanks, man. Also, the store. I told the store. The TO asked if I would shout out their store. I was like, sure. It was a great time. I went to, it was Game Table Adventures in Newark, Ohio. Not a store I usually shop at because I don't live anywhere close to this place. But welcome in, Hobby ADHD. I went out there. I used to go to tournaments out in that store, like make the drive for like 40K tournaments back in like 5th edition. And I haven't been there in a couple years. So yeah, heard they're doing a Heresy tournament. It was a doubles event. It was perfect for Jared and I to use our themed armies. So we signed up. We went out. It's a really cool store. It's very like a very unique, kind of like old school hobby store vibe to it. Which if you guys have been in this hobby and been around like nerdy stores for a long time, like you kind of get what I was saying. But lots of like memorabilia and like knight armor on the walls, and crazy old wargaming posters and comic book posters, and they have just like a straight up massive barn garage attached to the back of the building. That's their game area, which is pretty wild. Tons of space, huge like gaming area, and they had tons of terrain. Apparently there's one dude that just loves painting terrain, and he just makes and paints terrain. Like, the dude's a machine. They said we had 5 tables, and like the guy made he like made and painted all 5 tables worth of terrain in the past couple months. But then there were like piles of terrain like against the walls. It was insane, pure insanity. Great store. If you happen to be in the Newark area and you want to check out kind of a little local owned hobby store that is, it's good to gamers and everything, check out Game Table Adventures in Newark. So I posted my list. I'm not going to talk about my list too much. It's, we had good lists. We tried to cover bases, but we didn't bring like cheesy things. The most cheesy thing I brought was a psychic power, and I brought the telepathy discipline on my Praetor, and that was the worst it got. And I think I probably overdid it on that power, to be honest. But it did basically like win us at least one game. So yeah. So first game didn't even use it. Other 2 games used it a lot. But, it worked into the plan, and that's what happened. Just gluing these pieces together here. I don't know if they're on camera or not. Here, we'll get them right here. So, first game, I was excited and also a little disappointed in my first game, seeing our matchup. We were matched up against the other guys from our group that came out to this tournament. So, he was kind of like, well, like I had one of the guys in that on the other team, I hadn't played against before, so that was a new player. But it was like we ended up, like, our group kind of ended up playing against each other. That was our force, Solar Ox and my Thousand Sons versus a Solar Ox and Mechanicum army. Kratos tank is a good centerpiece for any army, Night Trap. Kratos tank is gorgeous. It was actually my first big tank I had for my Thousand Sons. So yeah, I think that's a great tank. Or one of the big Spartan tanks, like the Typhon or the Cerberus. Hey, Avelios. Avelios, you killed more of our army than any of the other 2 games. So, you guys did better against us, honestly. So, yeah, we had that sweet ruined city board. We deployed on the short board edges. So, this'll fit. Yeah, it fits right in there. Okay, it's just all of these little things here. So we had a ton of distance between us. And, sorry. This is not a Kratos tank. This is a Sicaran Venator. The big tank destroyer one with the giant centerline cannon. Yep. To play Heresy. Do it. Do it, dude. Come out and play with us, man. We have a great group anyway, but yeah, you can just come and, you don't want to meet new people, dude. Just come chill with us. Hey, Velios, thanks for the sub. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, if Velios, is your voice dead too? My voice is dead. Alright, we got that. Okay, it's tread time. So, yeah, long table edge, or short table edges, so it's a long, like, distance.
First
really
of all,
deep
let me
deployment.
take just a moment to thank you.
Hey,
for allowing me
Cloasis,
back
thank you
into
so
your
much
home.
for the follow, man. Welcome in. Welcome in. 40k Thousand Suns? I mean, Magnus is the ultimate centerpiece, but I think Demon Princes, the Mutalith is really cool. Yeah, there's any of the big monsters for 40k Thousand Suns look good. My brain is also fried, so that's going to be my excuse if you guys have to repeat questions to me. T5, we're looking for T3, that's T4. Okay. Oh, it's Anton. Oh, okay, cool. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. So, we had some advantages in this battle. You got home at 12:30. Yeah, I figured you guys would be there chilling and talking for a while. I had to go. It's like my wife's gonna kill me if I'm not home by like midnight. So, we, you know, it was a really deep deployment zone, so we had a lot of distance between us. And normally that would be better for the Solar Ox and the Mechanicum. However, Avelios and his partner's army, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, they had almost entirely like close-in shooting. There was very little like what I would consider long-range shooting from their armies, and as a matter of fact, I think their longest range was like 36 inches. And we had a lot of Cloasis, mine does too. Yeah, Miss Teach is still listening. She yeah, I used to get the angry text at like 9:05. For 40k, the big weakness for Thousand Suns, I have no idea. I don't play Thousand Suns in 40k, unfortunately, Night Trap. Yeah, I'm not the person to ask about 40k balance or strategy. So, let's see. Okay, we gotta get this facing the right way. It's this way. 2 guns over 36. Everything else, that was AT was 36. Yeah. So what ended up happening, we won the strategic advantage, so we got to choose whether it was going to night fight or not. And we said no. We have the range. We were quite scared going into the game, because facing off against a bunch of tanks and robots is scary, regardless of what's happening. They had some deep strikers, deep striking robots that were going to come in on us. So we were trying to be pretty cautious, and all the objectives were in the middle. We found out at the end of the turn we played the objectives wrong, but I don't think it would have changed the outcome of the game. But you know, rules is hard. Track is like slightly warped. Let's hold that for a second. Get a kill team at some point. Hopefully they do. Hopefully Emperor's Children get a kill team. Yeah, even if it's not just a box, they get rules for one. So, yeah, we basically, our plan was to cautiously move up and then try to keep the other team off the objectives. as much as we can. Like, shoot stuff off the objective, kill the point scorers, and protect our backline from the deep strike. Yeah, the deep strike was the big thing. So, we were moving up, doing damage. We were taking a bit of damage. I think we kind of had the better end of the trades because they had a lot of armor. We had a lot of anti-armor. Their deep strike came in, and it was a bunch of close range, like Melta stuff. I had taken, me being terrified of Blood Angel's all deep strike lists, I had taken a dude called Master of Signals. It was the mini I painted last week on stream. And what he does is when an army deep strikes in, you always make this roll for deep strikers, and you roll a d6, and on a roll of a 1, it becomes disordered. I think it's disordered is the rule. In a disordered deep strike, basically you put your first unit down, and then all the subsequent units, basically the other team gets to put them down within 24 inches. So you just throw them across the board, away from the threat. So normally it's on a 1. The Master of Signals makes that a 1 to 3, so it turns it into a 50-50 chance. Yeah, 30k is older 40k Night Trap. It's like a 7.5 edition. So what had happened, it was turn 2 or 3, I can't remember which one they came in, but they came in, probably turn 2. They chose a really risky deep strike. It was like right in between a bunch of our units, and so that, risk, they had to take the risk. They had to blow up the tanks. The first roll was it scattered. It didn't land where they put it, and it scattered onto enemy units and scattered onto our army, some of our units, which automatically means that first unit we get to put somewhere else. So we slingshot it up the board. And then after that, the deep strike became disordered. So just like 2 really bad rolls. So the first unit got placed up the board, and then these aren't look like they're going together super well. Sticking out a little bit. It's probably okay. And so the first unit got placed way out of position, and then the second unit that came in got placed all the way in their back lines, and it's like a close in like Melta unit. So it was basically out of the game until like the last turn. So that pretty much like tanked their chances of getting like just the straight up win. That was about it. But yeah, we pretty much worked on, we were trying to clear objectives. It was very close objective wise. We ended up killing one of their warlords, and like we killed more units, and that kind of gave us the advantage at the end of the game. Final score was very close. So, overall the game was close. Yeah, Deep Strike is a really cool ability. I agree. Deep Strike's really fun. Especially fun when I have a Master of Signals. But yeah, it was it's good. Is that, man, that all seems so wrong. Something about this just isn't fitting. Maybe it's just me. Is it these pieces not fitting together? Seem like they're a little off. So yeah, we ended up with the win. Again, points wise, they played the objectives incredibly. They took risk when they needed to. and the game was a blast. So yeah, my rotor cannons were brutal all tournament. The rotor cannons put in so much work. Yeah, I'm happy I painted one up. Yep, it was part of the plan. The Great Ocean deemed it appropriate. So yeah, it was great. It was a fun game. we got the win. We were happy. We were feeling pretty good about that. We go to lunch. The person taking my order called me a mean name. It was hilarious. We got a good kick out of it. We come back, start our second game. So we won, and we were up at the top with another loyalist player that did really well. Just one T2 and a bunch of T1s. Okay. 3 of these. Misheard Kent. No, yeah. Yep. So I'm using this tank for my 30k Thousand Suns. I'll show you the box real quick, Night Trap, in just a minute. Let me clip these pieces out. Second game was the rough one. Okay, this is the tank. This guy. Sakaran Venator. The neutron beam laser. That's what it is. There you go. So, pretty cool. Second game, our opponents, and we were only playing against loyalists because we were traitors. The loyalists were playing. They had a Salamanders and Blood Angels alliance. The Blood Angels took Day of Revelation, which is full deep strike. And it is the nastiest deep strike. Oh, it's super anti-tank. Yeah, it's a crazy anti-tank Night Trap. Yeah. It does nothing but anti-tank. So half their army was jump pack units, a jump pack dreadnought, and then a rhino. And the way that list works is before deployment, you pick a spot on the board, and then you pick a turn. And then your whole army deep strikes at that point, doesn't scatter on that turn. Perfectly consistent. No scatter. It's crazy. It can still be disordered. That's the key thing, though. It can still be disordered. Might come into play later. The other half of the army was Salamanders. Really gorgeous. Both those armies were gorgeous. Everybody's army I played against was incredible looking. Playing against the Salamanders army. Yep. So the Salamanders army, I think I know what the deal is here. It is a very aggressive play, and so the reason I took the Master of Signals in the first place was because I thought a specific person from our play group might have been there, and he plays Blood Angels Day of Revelation. And in friendly games, I'm not going to take it against him. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to be stuffed in a corner in a tournament game. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to take one small piece of tech that's going to help me do a little better in this instance, and we'll see how it works. So convenient that we play against a Blood Angels player. The Salamanders player took a full deep strike army. He took a drop pod assault army. So he had 3 drop pods. He had 2 tactical squads and drop pods, and then it was the special like flamethrower squad in a drop pod. This is like brutally like tough to kill. And then he took a Charybdis drop pod, which for some reason I did not get a picture of his Charybdis. It's massive. It's the clawed drop pod, Pyroclast. Yep. And he took a unit of it was like a command squad with 3 up invulns and a Primus Medicae, so a medic with him for Feel No Pain. Deadshot, what's up, man? What is up? He took all of that and and his Praetor, so he had a Praetor. All that in that squad in the Charybdis. The thing about the Charybdis is you can assault the turn it drops. Goonstomp, thank you for Goonstomp, thank you for subscribing. Welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, he had a crazy Death Star. The Pyroclasts were another like big unit, but yeah, that's it. 2 tactical squads, a Pyroclast squad, and the big Terminator squad. So we deployed in corners, as you can see on the snowy map, and we basically we castled. It's an old strategy of preventing deep strike. You know, everybody knows about like deep strike denial when you play these games, right? You got to screen out. So we did the best we could, and we did well with our screening. Drop pods came in. The Master of Signals adds some other like really dirty tricks when it comes to fighting deep strikers. He basically gives us a ton of firepower to shoot things when they drop in on us, when they deep strike on us. So we got 3 reactions just to shoot stuff when they deep struck. So they deep striked, we killed a few things. They returned fire. They killed my partner's sentinels, and they killed a rhino and some tactical squads of mine on the turn 1 Salamander's deep strike. Our turn 1, we killed the Charybdis. We killed a bunch of tacticals. I think we might have finished off the tacticals, or one of the tactical squads, and a couple of the Pyroclasts. Their turn 2, the Blood Angels came in, and the Blood Angels picked a point like right in our nose. Basically, that was the point they picked, and they picked turn 2. So they deep strike in. First unit gets set down. It's this cool. They have assault cannons. Everybody in the jump squad has an assault cannon, which is awesome. They drop in, and they drop in exactly where they want to because they're Blood Angels. And then we roll for the rest of the units. We roll to see if they're disordered. On a 1 to 3, they're disordered, and we get to place them. And they're disordered. So we plop the squad back in their deployment zone, away from the battle. And we're like, sweet, we just bought ourselves a turn and a half, maybe. Now, the whole problem with what was happening here was there was only one objective on the board. Where were the trade? There were a lot of traitor legions. I can tell you a little bit later. I'm going to get through this, and then I am happy to tell you guys about all the different armies. Because I feel like my voice is at a bit of a limited capacity right now, just because I'm hurting. Yeah, I definitely want to tell you guys about all the armies. There are tons of good armies. Tons of cool armies. Half of them were good armies. So, we stuffed them back in their deployment zone. Now, the objective for the game, it was this wild one. I think it's called Strike and Fade. And how it works is there is only one objective to capture in the battle. And it starts in the middle of the board. It does a little scatter before the game starts. And then you capture it at the end of your turn. If you capture it, it immediately scatters a random direction and a random distance. And then the next person can try to capture it. So every time it gets captured, it moves. You score points based on the turn. You score as many points as the turn number. And the game's played up to 4 turns. So, it's not a good tournament mission. It was a ton of fun, though. It was a challenge. What happened was, before the game started, it scattered back into their deployment zone. And we're like, well, crap. We're sitting here castling. They're going to deep strike us, and the objective is in their deployment zone. They capture it their first turn. It scatters further into their deployment zone. It is a chaotic objective. It's really hard. So we don't get points the first 2 turns. They get points the first 2 turns. That puts them up 3 points to nothing. Is that T4? Yeah. No, that's T3. Whoops, I cut out the wrong one. It's fine. We'll use it for the other side. When we get into our turn 2, after the Blood Angels... Okay. So the objectives are annoying. We're having trouble with the objectives. Their turn 2, they deep strike. They disorder. And their whole army gets thrown back into their objective, or into their deployment zone. The squad that dropped in, I just went ahead and I used all 3 reactions and I killed them with the intercept reactions that I got. So the little assault cannon squad never got to see the light of day. They dropped on the board and they died. This whole time, we were slowly killing. Our first turn, we were trying to kill the Pyroclast. One other important thing we did, the Terminators that came down, the big nasty Terminator squad, they killed a bunch of Sentinels, my partner Sentinels, and I jumped my Warlord out of his Rhino, and he used some psychic shenanigans. So he used telepathy. It's called hallucinations, something hallucinations. He used his ability and caused the Terminator squad to be pinned. When your squad is pinned, they can't move until the end of that player's turn, next turn. Till the end of that player's next turn. So I pinned him, so we didn't have to touch him. Yeah, because I hit him 6 times, they were at -6 to their leadership. They needed to roll a 4 on 2 dice, or lower. I'm assembling a Sakaran Venator. It's a tank hunter. We got that. Cool. And then we need C-17. So we're like, okay, we pin that squad, we kill the other stuff, and then we prep. Second turn, Blood Angels come down. Terminators are stuck. They're pinned. The Pyroclast, they're torching stuff, but they're not doing quite as much damage as I thought they would. But they're just kind of being a nuisance right there, like stuffing us. Our turn 2 comes, and I did a couple things, and you guys will see this. My Dreadnought went out. It put 3 giant fireballs on the board to stop the jump infantry from running toward me. This goes up like this. No, how does this go? Let's see. I think it is up. Yeah, it's up like that. Yep. So I tried to wall off the jump infantry, because if they land on that, they take tons of hits. It's devastating. So I threw fireballs. I had 1 tactical squad still in a Rhino that could capture objectives, and we made a convoy, and you guys can see this in one of the earlier photos. Let's see. Yeah, we made a little convoy, and my Rhino and his little Carnodon started moving up the board toward the objective, and we're like, there's a long shot that if we speed up toward this objective, we could get it in like turn 3 and 4. There's a chance. So let's see where I need V16, V5 and 6. Is that this one? No, that's the other one. So we made a little convoy, and we were taking shots, and basically we turn 2, I pinned the Terminators again. I think I pinned them again a second time, so they were stuck a second time. It's got to be, yeah, okay. So where's 6? There's 6. Here's what I need. And we basically made it a point to kill off the Pyroclast. I have a bunch of Dreadnoughts. Yeah. Getting pinned is a pain. Yeah, pinning can be pretty abusive. It can be pretty feels bad when you do it too much, and I kind of did it to him a lot. However, this guy was also the tournament organizer that had the Salamanders army, and his team was doing really well, and they probably could have won all of it. I didn't want him to do that, so I didn't feel as bad. But pinned him again. We were taking out tactical squads. We were trying to kill tactical marines of theirs that were on objectives, and we were trying to prep for the Blood Angels coming in. And we moved out our convoy to go toward the objective. At the end of their turn 2, the objectives scattered. Let's see. No, they had first turn. Yeah, they had first turn. So Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they had first turn. So it was turn. Yeah, at the end of their turn 2, they had the objective scattered toward us. So they captured it. It scattered toward us. And we were like, all right, there's a small chance we can get this. We moved up. We prepped for it. They did not capture it on turn 3. They didn't get it. They weren't able to make it to it with the tactical squads they had near it. They moved the Blood Angels army, basically moved up, and the Terminators were finally unpinned. They came after me. There was only the 2 characters left, the Apothecary and the Praetor. So what they did, they went to charge. They tried to charge my command squad. I was like, that's cool. I'll just react and pin you. So I did that. I told him it was going to happen, and he charged me, and I pinned his Praetor as an Overwatch, because it's a shooting attack, so not dirty and unfair at all. The Apothecary made it into combat. Now, his Apothecary with a Thunderhammer, so it's a good Apothecary. I swung and killed the Apothecary in Terminator armor with a 3-up invuln before he got to swing. Felt pretty good. So my commander wiped the floor with that Apothecary. Yeah. So command squad doing work. My sweet command squad I painted on stream. Our next turn, we killed his Praetor. So that was like a Slay the Warlord right there. I'm trying to get this thing off here. It's messing things up. Stop messing things. Just come off. And the convoy made it to its location at turn 3. Excuse me. Alright, well, we got this thing done. There's one tread done. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Nemesis of Newark. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Our convoy made it, but we had to have other things happen. We couldn't let them grab the objective or have anything in place to grab the objective next turn. All of the assault marines that were around had the potential to grab the objective, and if they scored any more points, they were going to win. But at that point, at the end of that turn, it'd be 3-3, but 4-3 because we killed their warlord. So we were up in points, which was huge, being up in points. We're gonna start on the other track. So we're like, we need one more turn of getting the objective, basically. So the job was, it was our turn 3, was pinning all the Blood Angels scoring units. Just massacring Blood Angels. We had to do it. He had 2 big assault squads that could score. There were some tacticals left that were close to the objective, and we just lit everything up. Our jets came in on turn 3. We missed the turn 2 on them. They both failed, but they both came in on turn 3, which was clutch. What did my Xiphon kill? The Xiphon killed something important. It must have been tacticals or something, like it finished off a tactical squad. Yeah, I threw more fireballs and killed stuff. My rotor cannons pinned an assault squad, which was perfect. Like an assault squad pinned. My partner unloaded his Leman Russ Vanquishers on the, I think they're called Angel's Tears. No, not Angel's Tears. That's the assault squad, the assault cannon guys. They're big, like 2-wound artificer armor, jump infantry with like crazy power spears. Really good. They don't have an invuln save. And my partner threw Vanquisher cannons at him, which instant deathed him, and wiped out the whole squad in a volley. And then we blasted the crap out of the other assault squad, who proceeded to fail their morale and run, so they wouldn't be moving on their turn 4. Excuse me. And we killed all of the tactical marines that were left. At that point, we won. We had free reign. They had a dreadnought with a jump pack left, It ran toward my dreadnought to charge me. I just backed up as a reaction. I was like, I'm not even gonna mess with that. Dude's got 2 power fists. He was gonna blow me up. So yeah, we just backed up a little bit, and then we finished out turn 4 just because we had to keep track of what we killed, and we essentially killed everything but his warlord. We killed the dreadnought. We pinned that squad, the one squad of assault marines again, and so all they had left was the praetor, and that was game. We went. Oh, and there were 3 drop pods still on the board because I'm not shooting at drop pods. So yeah, that was a win. We swore that we lost that game. We basically were done and out of it after like the ridiculous like Charybdis just opened up on us with its guns, and it had all this like crazy stuff that it was doing. Like the Charybdis is just insane, and the crazy indestructible Terminator squad. We thought it was over. We kept playing it and we pulled out a win. At the end of the game, I had only lost a Rhino and a tactical squad. I lost a Rhino and a tactical squad. Those are my only units destroyed. Frankie Fingers, what's up, man? What's going on? My partner had only lost his 2 Sentinels, which were 225 points, but that was it. They killed less than 400 points of our stuff. To basically tabling both players. So, brutal game. So, like I said, our first opponents, Evelios and his partner, did the best against us. Telepathy carried really hard in that game. But, you know what? We got to use our tools. I'm risking the perils every time. Yeah, it was kind of a curb stomp. Again, though, objective-wise, super close. Like, a couple of unlucky instances and, like, a couple more. There were some pretty big unlucky instances on both sides, but if it swung a little bit in either way, like, the game would have been dramatically different. So, very close game. And again, my partner, Jared, we had, like, the same wavelength going. It was perfect. Like, we were thinking out the problems, figuring out how to win the game, so it was good. It's great. Alright, 2 wins. Next, we went up against, our third game was the only Loyalist team with 2 wins. So this was like for the undefeated. Ultimate Guide to Warhammer Crash. Oh, that's cool. Got lore stuff. That's awesome, man. Very cool. How is it so far? Welcome in, by the way. Oh, I gotta get some water here. So game 3, we played against a really cool army. It was, let's see, how's this going? Hold on. It's going like this, right here. I hate this connection. We played against a Dark Angels army and a Mechanicum army. So the second time we played Mechanicum, I think there were 3 Mechanicum players there, which is really cool. But, the Mechanicum player had a big Thanatar robot and a ton of Thalax and some Thralls and stuff, which was cool. The Dark Angels player had a sweet army. It was Ravenwing themed. So he had, let's get this thing. Let's figure this out real quick. This way. Yep, that way. Okay. So he had 2 units of 5. They're called Outriders, but it's motorcycle bikes. With plasma burners, which are plasma flamethrowers, which is absurd, like just ridiculous. Universe, yeah, join the club. Yeah, nice, though, Crasher. Nice. All right. You enjoy it. Let me know if the book's good, man. That's really cool. I love little like lore books and stuff. That's awesome. Or big lore books, I guess. So, he had a big unit of 6 jet bikes with multi-meltas, which is horrifying for us. A massive movement range, and multi-meltas just to blow up all of my partner's tanks, like his Leman Russes and stuff. Like, that's scary. Very scary. Well, we won the roll to get strategic advantage, which means we get to go first. Yeah, Knipex. Yeah, I like these. Yeah, they're good. They've served me really well. You're better than the like hobby branded ones I had before. So, the map we played on, and you guys can look on this the third game map. It's wild. There are 3 like toxic pools, and there's actually a rule that those toxic pools give you -1 toughness if you're in them or touching them. The piece, there's a huge like factory ruin in the middle. That was all one piece of terrain. All one piece. And it was all difficult terrain. And there was one objective on the board that sat in the center of the board, in the center of that piece of terrain. That was it. You fought over that. You got 3 points at the end of your turn if you captured it. Yes, I use limonene cement. This stuff doesn't take any longer to set than extra thin. I've never noticed a difference. I glue together 1,000 models a year, and I switched over to limonene and it's been no different, except the smell is a lot more pleasant. Okay, this matchup was against Mechanicum and Dark Angels. Dark Angels, they had, besides the jet bikes and the motorcycles, they had two assault squads, so 2 jump squads, and they had a tactical squad, and they had a Praetor. I think it's called a Paladin. It's like a duelist Praetor, like a really good one. It's his warlord with the jump pack, and he had a herald on a jet bike, which was awesome looking. Yeah, the Mechanicum player had a bunch of robots. I can't pronounce words that they use, so oh sweet, that fit in there really nicely. Oh, and it comes out because I flipped it over. So we got strategic advantage. We're gonna get first turn. They deployed their jet bikes touching the pool, and we asked them about it, and they said that's what they're doing. We were like, okay. We had the squad of Leman Russ Vanquishers sitting across from them, in range with all their guns. It was going to instant death all of them. Like, the squad was gone when we opened fire. Like, that's it. Like, we were going to massacre them with an opening volley. They had a melee-focused army with, like, 2 big range guns. The Mechanicum player had an Armiger also, with, like, 2 little grenade launcher things. But, we're like, this is, like, if we kill these bikes, we win. You know, so, yeah, they roll and they seize initiative and get first turn. Whoops, that's not good. All the planning, we were like, no, it can't be. A couple things about this board, though. We got to pick our deployment side. We picked a side because there was a little like shenanigan thing with that piece of terrain. The objective is in the direct center, and it sits in this little room. In this room you can see from 3 sides. The one side you can't see it from, there's like these big containers, and you probably get a view in some of the pictures. The containers are less than 3 inches wide. And we asked before the game, like we were looking at our deployment zones, and we asked about it. We said, hey, if someone's on this side of the wall, can they hold that objective? We measured it, and as a group we decided, yes, you can hold it if you're standing on the other side of the wall. So we're like, sweet, we're taking that side. Because we're going to move up, we're going to sit on that side of the wall and hold the objective, like safe from a lot of fire. So that's what I did. But we're like, yeah, we got that. So anyway, they seize initiative on us. That's an important part coming up here. It sucks. They move first. Fortunately, the multi-Melta bikes were not in Melta range when they moved up to shoot at the Leman Russes. I think my partner reacted and moved back to save him, to get him out of melter range. So that's cool, and that's good. They killed a squad of Solar Auxilia with the Outriders, with the Plasma Flamers. Like, that's a no-brainer. Like, they kill anything they want with those Flamers. But yeah, that was all their first turn. They ran up on the objective, that's right. They jumped a bunch of Assault Marines into the objective area. When you put jump units in difficult terrain, they take dangerous terrain tests. And basically, on the roll of a 1, they die. Does that go? Okay, I guess that goes there. He lost, I think, 6 Assault Marines of his 20 doing that jump. He rolled a lot of 1s, which kind of sucked for him. Is that T3? Hold on a second. It was this piece. Why does that seem so short? This one didn't seem that short. It was that short. Never mind. Okay. So his dangerous terrain test, he lost. Artisan waiting. Welcome in. Welcome in. He lost a bunch of Assault Marines, but they moved up. They killed a couple things, and that was it. They only finished off the one squad of Solar Auxilia, which is okay. They're expendable. That's what they're there for. Our turn. Ah, my tread fell. Where are you, tread? There you are. We basically like opened up on stuff. So I moved the Dreadnought. We had that area. We had to get them off the objective. That was our way to win, was just make their position holding the objective death. Like, that's the only option for them, is to go in that kill zone. And we just kill things as fast as possible in that little pocket. But we had a couple priorities. So first of all, the Vanquishers, they completely whiffed. Not completely, but they whiffed. They only killed 2 of the jet bikes. They should have easily killed all 6. They only killed 2. 2 of 6 is enough to make them take a morale check. They failed their morale check, and they ran off the board. That was it. They just failed and ran off the board immediately. That was like a 400 point unit. So that was pretty bad that they just failed and ran. The other little motorcycles were just completely killed. I think I charged my Dreadnought into melee to finish off one of the units, but then we killed another unit. Easy stuff. Or we killed them and they broke and there were 2 left and they died later. Something like that. My Dreadnought tried to... okay, my ultimate strategy was to just throw fireballs into that little room where the objective was. And just sit fireballs in there, so every time someone moves into range of the objective, they have to take the hits from the fireballs. I failed in my psychic check to do that the first turn, which was a little embarrassing. I did pin some units though, so I got some things pinned. I think it was my rotor cannons that did it. So rotor cannons pinned a tactical squad, so kept them off the objective for another turn. And I think my telepathy failed to pin. I think he passed his pinning check. Not looking amazing for us, but we were in a pretty good spot. We also hit the little Herald on a jet bike, so that was important for victory points, killing that dude on his own. Their second turn, they made a big effort to kill my my lord, my praetor, who was now on the objective and holding it. They're like, that dude has to die. So they tried to kill him, and they just whiffed. Like, I think they killed one of his command squad, and that was it. In return, he reacted to one of them, and he pinned a squad of Thalax, I think. I think it was Thalax that he pinned. Okay, that's really like bowing in. I gotta make sure that doesn't keep happening. Otherwise, they weren't able to kill anything. So our third turn, I got the fireballs, and I covered the inside and surrounding area of that objective with fireballs. We killed everything in there. Jets came on. I killed his warlord with my jet. So, you know, easy peasy, killed the warlord, and it's good. And yeah, we killed everything on the objective. We got the points for. So we got some actual objective points, no contesting or anything. yeah, between the fireballs and the telepathy and my master signals had psychic powers too. That was doing good work. So it was pretty insane all around. And whenever I failed, the Solar Ox were the ones taking the wounds. So no consequences using the wizardry. Our second turn, we killed a majority of their scoring units, and we just decided that's what we were going to do. We were going to focus on the scoring units, and that's what we did. Yeah, we killed it. We didn't kill much else. We just killed scoring units and a warlord. Then they tried to move on the objective. They lost, so he moved the Thrall unit. What is it, like the Mechanicum, the like servitor Thrall dudes, the like zombie robot guys. Tried to move on the objective. They lost, I don't know, I think 15 of, no, they had 13 models and they lost 8 of them to the fire, burning them to death as they walked in. And then the other guys' tactical squads moved in. And a couple died, but they lived. The problem is he tried to kill my warlord again, who was still holding and contesting the objective, and they kept failing to kill him. They weren't able. They killed all but him and the banner bearer, which was actually allowing him to hold the objective. In return, he pinned another squad, and that was that. They couldn't get the points for it. Our turn 4, we killed all of their, I think it was, maybe it was our turn 3, no, it was our turn 4, yeah, turn 4, we tried to kill more units, we finished off all their scoring units, we captured the objective again, and that was it. We put more units on the objectives, and then they tried to kill the warlord, or whatever. I'm getting the turn numbers right, I guess I'm a little tired. Yeah, they were never able to kill my Praetor. So we ended the game and we figured out, like, we won. So undefeated traders, Thousand Suns and Solar Ox. This is pretty great. We figured out at the end of the game what we lost. My partner lost he lost a squad of Solar Auxilia, and that was it. I lost my jet bikes, and that was it. And that was game. So, like, we both lost almost nothing. Lots of units damaged. I can't remember what I had for breakfast either. This was intense. So we won all 3 games. We won all 3 games pretty well. We were the only undefeated team. So me and my partner were like, yeah, sweet. We won. Evan J, what's up? I'm assembling a Sakaran Venator. So we're feeling pretty good about that. Winning all 3 games. We pretty much knew that, like, we won the event, like, we were gonna be getting stuff, so we were feeling pretty big. We were waiting and chilling, and I had to, like, go and sit in the quiet because I talked way too much around way too many people, too much noise all day. It was a lot. But yeah, come to the awards. Look at that. Team Painting Dad. We actually called Team Literacy, was what we named our team. Social Battery is dead. And I have nieces coming over tomorrow to like play with my son. Hopefully they just keep them occupied. I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we won Best General, and I picked my prize, and I picked the Sakaran Venator. And also, the Painting Dad achieved a first, and it is my most proud first here for my hobby, and that is I won Best Painted Army. For the traders, at least. They did traders and loyalists, but yeah, so I got best painted army and best general. I posted pictures of my trophy in the after action report. They're kind of far up there. So they had some really cool like acrylic cut trophies. No, it was in general. No, it was in okay after action report in the Discord. These cool acrylic trophies, and I got. Yeah, I felt pretty good. I had people come up to me all day and say my army looked really cool. Yeah, that's how I felt, dude. That's how I feel right now. It's the mucus making me sound like the berserker. Thanks, Blue. Thanks for the bits, man. I appreciate it. Alright, we need to do T2. Yeah, I was feeling pretty good about best painted. There was a White Scars player there. He had like an almost all bike army. I get a proud dad. Yeah, we do proud dad in chat. Be proud of me. Okay with that. I'm proud of me. The White Scars player was playing Trader because his partner was Iron Warriors. So I had to compete with the White Scars player, and I was a little nervous when I found out he was playing Trader. I was like, oh no. His army looks so good. And he painted it in like a month. But yeah. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks. I appreciate it. But yeah. So Painting Dad got a best painted and got a best general. Yeah. My best painted prize is actually I'm going to give to you guys. There was one Salamanders player, and I had the pleasure of playing against him and tabling his army. No, he's a super cool dude. He was great. He was the TO, actually, the event. So, yeah, I felt bad. I feel bad killing Salamanders. It's like killing Ned Flanders, you know? Like, it just feels terrible. I don't feel so bad. Yeah, I don't feel bad. Yeah, dude they had a nasty strategy. It was a really good strategy. It was one dimensional. I took an 80-point mini and I shut down their whole strategy. That's why you don't all in, you know. And I don't really feel bad about it. Like, well, what's funny was we finished that game. That guy's like me. He's like, I'm feeling like it's Isfan 5 all over again. Yeah. So he was the one who's dropping in and still getting massacred. It was great. So anyway, excuse me. I won a best painted, and I got this legit prize. So here we go. This was my prize. This is crazy. It's an expensive prize, right? Like, this is I'm giving this to one of you guys. So 12-hour stream. This is we're gonna give this away. Big base set. Right, and we're gonna say courtesy of Game Table Adventures in Newark. I'm gonna do other giveaways. I have some other stuff. I'll just tell you guys. I have a Painting Dad mug. You guys, if someone wants a Painting Dad mug, and it is like $100, yeah. And I also have a brush set to give away from Fox Bites. So we're gonna be giving away stuff on the 12-hour stream. So And I'm just gonna say, yeah, Patreons all get the extra. They all get an automatic entry into each of those giveaways. So can't use me as yeah. Zendraw is a giveaway, guys. We're auctioning dates with Zendraw. Man, I haven't even talked about my day today. Me and the Painting Son went and hung out with Zen today, and it was a blast. Painting Son was like this best day ever. You collect mugs? Oh, there you go, dude. There you go. Yeah, I used to do rubric marine highlighting. Oh no. Yeah, that's the worst thing. The literal worst thing that could happen. Oh yeah. Let's get you in there. So, yeah, we're going to be doing some big stuff for 12-hour stream. Yeah, guys, if you sign up for the Patreon, any dollar amount will get you into extra giveaway entry for all these things. There is plenty more for just Patreons, and if we make our Patreon goal, then I will, the painting wife will paint my fingernails at the start of that stream, a color of Patreon's choosing. And we have some other things that'll be happening if we hit that goal before April 18th. Has to be before April 18th. All right, let's get some of these pieces on here. I need a C18. Excuse me, C18. There we go. You felt that way towards Zen? Yeah. Yeah, Asa has a really low opinion of Zendraw. Jeez. Guys, Patreon members are extra cool. I will say that. You guys are all cool, but yeah, that was the tournament, guys. It was, man, I had a blast. I am dead. I was gaming. Each round was 3 hours. I was on my feet the entire time. There was a whole other tournament going on in the building at the time. And so I was a little short on sitting space. Excuse me. Oh, we get a whip. Okay. What do we look at? What am I looking at? Where is you at? Yeah, it was 3-3-hour games. Yeah, you just let me know. Let me know, Blue, and I'll look at it. I'm gonna keep gluing. Look at me! Alright. Is that just in whips? What? That's the mini I printed. Isn't it? Is that Donatello? Dude, he looks so good. Holy cow. The green and the purple, dude. Also, that print turned out really good. Painting Dad knows how to print a mini. That's an incredible STL. Wow. Oh, I love it. It's my favorite Ninja Turtle. That is so good. I love it. I love it. On the shell, hold on. Let me look at the shell. Man, it's so well done. Oh man. No, that's incredible, Blue. That's really well done. Solid work, Blue. I release you. You can go and rest. Be at peace. Thank you for sharing, by the way. That's fantastic. I love it, dude. I'll see you tomorrow. Blue streaming tomorrow, guys. Go check him out. Tomorrow, what, 5 p.m. Eastern? If he's not down with the plague or whatever kids are getting these days for a week straight. Narzak, welcome in. Like to see the skies of New York one last time. here? Oh, yeah, GLaDOS was just taking over, yeah. He's trying. Alright, Night Blue. It's gonna medicate. Still. I hope that doesn't happen to me. Jeez, my nose has been crazy all week. My sinuses. Okay. Track piece is done. Just let her take over. So gonna keep going. I'm gonna tell you guys about my day today. Because I can. It was super fun. The Painting Son and I went and chilled with Zendral today. And we went over to his house because he has old video games. And that Painting Son had never seen before. Old consoles and stuff. So we thought it'd be fun to show him like a Nintendo NES and an N64 and some stuff like that. Get the kids down. Oh, nice spilled paint pot. How you doing, man? How's everything going? This plastic is just like gunk on the plastic. Yeah, a little dented. So, maybe it's 11. There's 10. So yeah, we grabbed lunch and we played. We started with Mario Brothers, just the original Mario Brothers, and just let the Painting Son play it. And it was pretty funny, like just on an actual NES. Him playing with the controller and everything, and we played a whole bunch of games. He really wanted to play Mario Kart because Zen has the original Mario Kart on N64, and so we played Mario Kart and he was loving it, which he likes Mario Kart anyway. I liked it. It was a lot simpler than what we have Mario Kart 8 now, so it was cool to have like a simpler version of it, but it's hard to see, man. The old graphics like kill my eyes. It was jarring. We started the first race, and it took me a few seconds for my eyes to adjust to like understand what was going on. Like I couldn't tell what was what. For like just a little bit. Go there, that looks like it should, like that, yeah. Judge Dave, welcome in. Yeah, they played Zen and Painting Son raced on Rainbow Road, which is cool. That with the chomps or whatever were trying to eat you and everything. Yeah, it's cool. It was a lot of fun. We played that, and then we played GoldenEye on N64. Oh man, that game is so hard. It's so hard to just like shoot somebody, especially with the old controllers and stuff. It's been so long since I played GoldenEye. Oh man, we were getting on Painting Son about screen peeking too. It was hilarious. He's like, I know where you are. We're like, cheater. It's great. Get some Malifaux painting in for another week of work. Nice. Our sprint planning session. Okay. Well, good luck, dude. No odd job. No odd job. No. Yeah, we all had to like figure out the controls together. And yeah, it was great. We ended GoldenEye with me facing off against Zen. We played first to 5 kills. And it was throwing knives only. It was the dumbest one. Throwing knives only. So we would run up to each other, and we would circle around each other throwing knives and not hitting each other once, until one of us stood still, walked up to the other one, like in a straight line, while we're both throwing knives at each other until one of us died. That was the only way we could die. And I was playing a woman in the game, and women in that game are apparently way weaker. Like, you shoot a woman in the game, and like they go down so fast. It's crazy. It was like one knife throw. I don't know who my character was. There was one, I don't know. One lady was in a tank top. Another one was wearing like webbing. I don't know what was going on, but it was like one knife kill on the lady. On the men characters, it's like 2 or 3 knives. So I was playing a lady and I couldn't. The knives weren't working. Yeah. I was playing the honey pot. It was not fair, dude. It wasn't fair. Zen had an unfair advantage. T-Slayer, what's going on, man? What is going on? I was talking about how we're chilling at Zen's house today. Me and my son playing old video games. For Bond, they all go down easy. Oh snap! Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's what they're trying to imply. Pierce Brosnan's like, this is what needs to happen in the game. Nothing much. Nice. Yeah, I just got done talking about all my tournament games yesterday. I'm not going to repeat it because my voice is killing me. But if you want to listen, or again, at least see pictures of it, I put all pictures in the Discord, kind of going through the games a little bit. I did win, and I won this Sakaran Venator. Tank Hunter, I guess, is also what it's called. Yeah, what else do... Okay, we had a blast playing Snoopy Silly Sports Spectacular, or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. They're just like 6 strange mini games, like Olympic mini games, but they were like, Snoopy goes to Italy, so let's play Italian themed games. Was that exactly it? Nice. And their Italian themed games are 2 people stand on a boat, push the other guy off the boat before he pushes you off the boat. That's one of the games. The other one is carry a stack of 50 pizzas to a designated point, and if you drop them, like, it counts against you somehow. I don't even know how. It times you and tells you how many pizzas you get at the end. What's another one? A pogo. You're on a pogo stick and you have to jump over walls, but like you hit them and you comically, like Family Guy style, immediately like crumple at the bottom of the wall. Like there's no like in between animation. It's just you hit the wall and you're like there, and then like Snoopy's like all broken and crushed, in very comical form. Where was there? Oh, the boot throw. Zen wouldn't want me to talk about the boot throw. His Italian heritage, man. We figured he would own at all these games because they're Italian games, right? We did this boot throw, and you literally just spin Snoopy's arms and then let go of the boot, and however far you get it is however far you get it. It tells you like, hey, you got 10 feet, you got 15 feet. Me and the painting son were throwing it like 10 and 15 feet, and Zen was he just kept throwing it straight up in the air. He was hitting 0 feet, or throwing it behind him. It's hilarious. He couldn't do it. I was like, man, your ancestors would just be rolling in their graves at your boot tossing ability. The most traditional Italian game here. Yeah, it was a funny game. We were dying though. It was so funny. What else did we play? It was there was another Olympics game because it had fencing. You know, the painting son is in fencing right now. So yeah, Track and Field 2. It had fencing. The fencing painting son lost his first round, so I tried it, and you learn, like, it's so cheesy how to win. You just squat down and you just like, just spam A. You just like lunge and the guy just walks into it. Your opponent just like walks into your foil every time. So, we could beat the fencing, and then we went to we went to yeah, the Zelda 2 defense. I was just doing Zelda 2. It was the triple long jump. That's what it was, and none of us could figure out how to do it. So there's no instructions or tutorial. They just give you the game. You just start, and we just play this dude, and he's just running, and then you jump once, and then we foul. Like, that was the whole game. V12 is gonna go. How is this? Oh, it goes right here. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, we did play. Painting Sun played Zelda, the original Zelda, or we all played it a little bit. But Painting Sun was playing Zelda, and that game's janky too, man. I was never a big Zelda fan, but it's pretty funny. Little meatball monsters and Hershey Kisses that you fight. I don't know. We were stuck in Snoopy Goes to Italy. It's just obtuse. Alright. Alright, piece number 10. It was a ton of fun though. Zen is a very gracious host to the Painting Sun, and his dog was being adorable. Painting Sun was having fun playing with Ace. Eight-bit, yep. It was great. It was a great time. So yeah, crazy weekend. I am feeling a little dead to the world. I want to keep putting together tanks. Does this thing go together? It goes like this. Does that go there? Does it go here? It just says, does it go right there? Oh, yep. It goes right there. Just like that. Alright. Okay, come on. Don't messing all this up now. Supposed to be out a little bit. Bad with the glue on there right now, but it's okay. Sander trim down little bits as we see fit. Alright, that's gonna be a big gun, I'm pretty sure. Okay, V13. I think we'll do a couple more pieces. I might call it, guys, because I am tired. My voice hurts a bit. V13. It probably helps. I'm looking at the side with the numbers. Oh, nice. All right, Gosu, you have a good one, man. Oh, we played racing games. That's what we played. Painting Sun really liked the racing games. Honestly, I wasn't expecting, but yeah, we played. Oh I can't. Mario Andretti's Racing Grand Prix, World Grand Prix, or whatever, and then we played another one. It was like Ed Unser or something. I can't remember the guy's name. Bob Unser. Bob's Your Uncle Racing. Al Unser Jr.'s Turbo Racing. Yep. Which, in my opinion, was a way better game than Mario Andretti's Racing. But, Painting Sun disagreed. Preferred the Mario Andretti. Mario Andretti didn't have any music. It was a really annoying tone that they played with the vehicle as it was racing, but okay. Got that. We have a new... Oh, we're getting like the front end of it? Okay. We're back in C. What's this part? Yeah. C12, we're in this big piece. Okay, yeah, let's get the hull fastened to the tracks, and we'll call it there. With that, we need 13. All super focused on the Italian circuit right now. Are they? Oh, okay. I have no idea about anything with any kind of racing, so it's 15. Go on the right. Tuesday, I am going to be painting the, I'm going to continue the Malcador in Furnace. Mini's too cool not to paint. I already started it, so. Back in just a second, guys. Aslan, what you're telling me is you really just want Twisted Metal. I never owned Twisted Metal, but I would play it at friends' houses, and that game was incredible. Middle piece here, the grill. Kill for new Twisted Metal, yeah. Yeah, if they put a little more emphasis on the race, but you could also like destroy your opponents, like that would be a thing. Speed Freaks, yeah. Of Gaslands? Yeah, I have heard of Gaslands. I have never got into Gaslands, but we actually have a group locally that's like really into it. I think there may have been a Twisted Metal movie, yeah. Fits right in there really nicely. Okay. Oh, it's a TV show? And it has a season 2. Wow. We had to move it up. Let's go. Oh man, how does this go? You'd think it would go on this side. It shows it. Oh no, is it going down? Yeah, it shows it going down like this. I should have brought my other Sikaran down here. That's why. It's upside down. Heh, there we go. Just like that. Why does that piece have to be separate? Something I won't understand. Wanna do Gaslands? Doing scale, yeah. Gaslands looks like fun. It looks like a like it's the perfect game for, like, you know, man, me and my friends are just tired of Warhammer. We're tired of building armies. Let's just do something as a group that's like a fun side thing. And you play Gaslands. You go buy a Hot Wheels car. You 3D print a bunch of guns and you put it on it. And that's what you got. Like, it's, you just run a bunch of races. Like, that's really cool. And the Mad Max vibes are great. 3D print the track. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Perfect thing to get young kids in the wargaming. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. I don't know. You know what? Painting Son's been loving his racing games. Maybe he would do Gaslands. I wonder if I just took him to the store one day. I was like, pick out a car. Got something here. And something we're gonna paint and chop up. It's done. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna trim these two pieces. And then we got a couple more things to glue. Max style cross on the front with a guy strapped to it. That's great. That's so perfect. Yeah, you know, I kind of agree with that on Hot Wheels in general. But, you know, I feel like with enough coats of paint and bits, you can turn just about anything to a good Gaslands car. If they have Hot Wheels cards, that's true. Yeah, garage sale. Man, with spring coming up, I bet garage sales will start up pretty soon. Oh, from charity shops? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Get some mold line off the side, since that'll be a big connection point. Go. Matchbox. Yeah, Matchbox are good. Matchbox are a lot cheaper than Hot Wheels, right? Just me and my ignorance had to say the name brand. This is really sketchy, this part. Because you have to glue this And then you glue this thing. Okay, that one's not so bad, so I'll do this one first. It's like all pretty sketchy holds until we get the tracks on. This will, yep, that'll sit over this part, if I'm not mistaken. It should, unless that thing moved in like it wasn't supposed to. Hey, you're a Raptor. What's going on, man? Cars make it fun for Gaslands? Yeah. Hope you're doing well, you're a Raptor. Chatting earlier about a tournament I went to yesterday. Had an awesome time, won Best General. Me and my partner won Best General, and I got Best Painted Armies. So I succeeded in both of my big goals for the tournament. As far as gaming goals, like I'm always want to have a good time and everything, but eat a lot of coffee today. Yeah. Yeah, this is my second Sicaran, and it's been a while since I got my first one, so yeah, it's not the most amazing to build. It's amazing how well some pieces go together. Like, man, it's this thing just fits perfect. Everything fits perfect, but then it's just yeah, you just get parts that are really sketchy. Like this, I hate this because I'm about to glue this piece right here, and then I end up with this. You guys see this? Like, what is this? You know, like that's how I'm putting the treads on, but. Yeah, I have put together and painted one GSC truck, and I don't remember being a terrible experience except for the railings. I remember the railings were a little annoying, but all right, what we're gonna do. These pieces, yep, and they come really far for just like that. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good stuff. The core of the build. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's been a long time since I built that many, so very possible I do not remember what there is to hate about that many. I think the 30K rhinos are the biggest like missed opportunity. They're new, they're so simple, there's so much being built off of them, and they just fit so poorly together. Not sure quite how far this comes up. Oh, you know what, let's get this guy here, get that guy there. Yeah, the two actual rhino hulls I've had to put together are I had to use rubber bands on both of them, which was strange for a kit that new and like that prevalent. in the range. Like I figured that would be a thing that they really wanted to make sure was perfect. Okay, I'll use this as a guide here. There. The rest of this. Here we go. Once we're at this point, though, get all this together. Yep, now we're in a good spot. Oh, it's gonna have a huge gun. One of the GSC vehicles. Oh yeah, the little doom buggy. I know what you're talking about. The Thing. Yeah, I played GSC, totally. I don't even own one of those, which is bad, but, you know, I only have 100 GSC minis. It's only about 1,000 points, so. Okay. Let's see. We finished a couple pages. We're working on the top of the hull next. Get some power cables, exhausts. Yeah, we're getting there. We'll get there. And that's the tank basically done soon. However, tonight, I am going to call it. We're going to say right there, we're going to be done. While I'm cleaning up here for a minute, I do want to say a thank you to everybody's support. To all you guys, you know, hanging out and stream and chilling with me and, you know, watching paint or glue dry or whatever while I just talk about nonsense and everything going on in my life. So you know, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys, you know, hanging out with me, you know. So thank you to all you guys. Thank you to everybody that subscribes to the channel and that supports me monetarily. This is what I do for a living. You know, I paint minis for other people, and I have my my Twitch and YouTube that I use to help support my family. So for that, I thank you. And especially the Patreon members. You know, I'm trying to transition out to Patreon a lot more, and everybody on Patreon is like, it's a huge deal that you guys would go like above and beyond to like a separate website to support me, and that to me means a lot. And the 25 of you guys that are members of my Patreon that are there, I hope that what you're doing you feel like is worth it. So, and I'm going to keep trying to make it worth the money that you're willing to give. And with that said, this week I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday normal streams. Stop spamming emos, Troy. Sorry, Troy. Wednesday night, we're doing our Patreon hangout in Discord like usual. If you're a Patreon member, you just connect your Patreon account to Discord. I think you have to be on a desktop to do it. And you can come join our hangouts on Discord where we all just chat. We just talk about random stuff while we hobby. We're going to be doing it during the GW live stream with their like Adepticon preview, which is 9 p.m. Central. It's 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight, which is when that's my time. And they're going to be announcing a bunch of new stuff. We're going to be doing our Patreon hangout during that. We're going to do like a watch along with it. So it should be a lot of fun. If you guys want to come hang out, it's Patreon. Any dollar amount gets you into the Discord group and the Discord access and everything. So for the extra stuff, for the Patreon Discord stuff. So if you want to come hang out with us Wednesday, that's the way to do it. Thank you, Zen, for that. And also, if you guys, if you want to come, see what else I have going on. I post on Instagram. I have a backlog of things I need to post on Instagram, but I'm on Instagram. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Threads. I just post pictures of my work. That's all I do. It's the stuff I paint. I post pictures, and that's the extent of my social media presence on any of all the other posting things. But yeah, we're gonna find, okay, real quick, I'll find someone to rate. I'll do all the things, all the proper things. Yeah, we're gonna rate Lion Creative, because Lion Creative is awesome. What's up here? I gotta do it the right way here. It's not the right way. It's clicking here. Lion Creative is a really good dude. Incredible painter. And yeah, very chill. Very chill streams. Fun to chat with. We're gonna go say hi to them. So guys, I just ask that you say hi, give them a follow. It's completely free. It doesn't mess with anything. Yeah, and you guys just have a great evening. I'll be on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, and I will see you all then. Thank you, everybody. Bye, everybody.